Hi there, Selective Collective. This is your collective read for today, right? Let's get your candle lit. Let's put a little salt on it, a little protection. A little protection for us. Light our candle. I cleansed yesterday with sage for like really good, so I think we're good there. All right, so asking that your spirit team join us, your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self, if it wants to come. All right, so let's get some messages for you all. What's funny is right before this, I was reminded of something I did when I was little, like, sorry, Mom. When I was 6 or 7, I was starting to go to church with my grandparents and my mom. My dad didn't really want to go. I ended up not really wanting to go, and mainly the reason why was because I wrote a letter. I'm pretty sure like 6 or 7. So whenever you would actually be able to write like one sentence, how old is that? Maybe a 7. It's really small. Anyway, I wrote a letter. It was to God. I said, God, if you are real, because this really intrigued me that all these people just assume that something was real, and so I said, if you are real, then you're gonna answer this, and you'll say yes or no. I don't even think I left a maybe. I think it was yes or no, and I folded up the letter. I didn't tell anybody about it. Maybe the outcome would have been different if I would have told somebody about it. And I folded it up and put it in my windowsill, because of course if God is going to talk to you, it will be through a window. So anyway, I woke up and I opened up the letter and it doesn't have anything in it. And I'm like, oh, well. And then, I mean, life went on and I just went on playing as usual. It wasn't a big deal. I don't know anyway, the point is we have to have faith. Honestly, that probably started me not having faith in what everybody else believed as that. But I always kind of knew something was there. That's why I reached out in the first place. Anyway, I just find that funny, because I definitely, at this age, at 44, I have lots of experiences now that I can say are my my empirical proof, my own experience, and that I can say, yes, I know for sure, because I just do now. There's lots of like different reasons, lots of different STE, as spiritually transformative experiences that I have had. Let me know. Yeah, but I didn't get it when I was younger. I didn't get it when I was starting out. Almost like that seeker energy was being born at that point. Okay, well then if it doesn't communicate like that, then what must this thing be? You know, yeah, because I always knowing that it was there. All right, I have the warrior. I have Tewaz. So the warrior, honor, spiritual strength, preparedness, self-sacrifice. The magical working is spiritual self-discipline. Oh, that's interesting. Spiritual self-discipline. Achieving victory with honor, righteous success, support noble causes. The key phrase is prepare for battle, focus, challenges to overcome, self-discipline and honor, sharpen your body, mind, and sword. Sharpen your thoughts. Sharpen your thoughts. Okay, and that deck in particular is the rune. It's like rune card flashcards. So it's really just to help you learn runes. As you can see, I do not own any runes. Alright. Oh. Let me scoot up here. Old Soul wanted to pop out right away. Old Soul. So the Old Soul card, this is the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. It says you have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. 21. You're an old soul. Oh, well, there we go. That kind of goes along with the story then. Because I feel like that was the beginning of my seeking, you know, when I was 7. It's like, I want to seek here. What is running all of this? Actually, it was intriguing to me that so many people could be brought together by what I felt like was an idea. Ultimately knew it was an energy, actually. Just that came later. At first, it was like, why is this idea in everybody's heart, it seems? And why is it more so evident in other people than compared? You know what I mean? Like, I noticed that. I did notice that. I think that's why I didn't like going to church too much. Even though there's a point and a reason for all of that. But you can just tell the people that really, like, embodied the spiritual truth of, I want to do all things in love. I remember a few people's parents that were really like that. Now, we never really know, though. We really never know the whole story, too. We see, but as an energy, I always seeking the truth from the energy that people emitted. And I was always very attracted to the people that seemed to love really well. I remember thinking they can do that good. Like, why can't my mom be okay with slumber parties with 20 kids and bake cookies and make homemade pizza or something? You know what I mean? I think I held them up to a very high standard when I was young. Why can't they act more like that? Anyway, I had great parents, but yeah, so seeker of truth. Maybe you are somebody, even as a young child, that you're seeking truth and from others. Really, no matter what that truth look like, it's like being able to interpret it. Okay, seeker of truth. You can, yeah, I didn't even read the words yet. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. In a way, this is like, I feel like this is saying you can feel that hidden truth within people. Ultimately, and how it relates to you, since it's that inside out type stuff. You know, well. Okay, so that's 2164. And then we have angel number 60. Pay attention to the signs. Your angels are trying to deliver you a message. An authentic self-expression. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing ways. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing ways. Seeker of truth. Oh, yeah. Seeker of truth. So seeking that truth within yourself is finding that authentic self-expression. Ultimately, though, like when we're trying to find truth outside of ourselves, we're still doing inner work. Even though people have not like lots of different labels for, oh, that they're asleep, they're like this, they try to find things or meaning in things outside themselves, but maybe to me there's this understanding that, yeah, they might be searching for something within themselves, and so what is being projected is what we're seeing, and we may feel like, oh well, there's some dysfunction in that, but it's only because of where you on your journey. There's no greater or lesser than on your spiritual journey. It's all doing the same thing, just in different ways and different expressions. I think that's really important, so that people on spiritual journeys, spiritual teachers, spiritual guides, spiritual seekers know that one is not better than another, and the ego is completely okay. It's about, always seems like it's about breaking ourselves from free from things that limit us from, well, being. Why? Because whatever is stopping you from being completely free, stopping you from having a good experience. I think it's really simple. I think it's really simple, and judgments get in the way, and that's limiting. I don't know, you know what I mean? Just, yeah, it's important that. And there are some people that can meet others exactly where they're at. No problem, no judgment. Okay. So, seeking the truth that it was all awakening. It was always awakening. Always. You were always awake. You were just experiencing a different perspective, and so therefore you found a different truth. But there's this oneness, this wholeness that was always there. Now, authentic self-expression would be what's completely authentic to you. I think it's about breaking free. Allowing yourself, to be who you are. Without judgment. Meaning releasing how other people think of you, and also releasing how you think of yourself. Winter. Antimony. Antimony. Autumn. And sugar. Autumn, antimony, and sugar, and winter. And the two trees. Set fire to the rain. Watch it done. That's what this is reminding me. It's reminding me of fire and ice. Harvest is coming with the autumn card. That means a harvest of some sort is coming. There's 9 gold balls on that tree, so there is some sort of gain or reward. I'm seeing a garnet more than I am a ruby, but I mean, so I could be talking about the change of seasons, and especially maybe as we go into winter. Perhaps this is a timeline of this drive to experience the sweet things in life. The things that make your each and every individual experience better. Something to say. You have something to say. The oil of vitriol can be expression. It can be about self-expression. Yeah, absolutely. Self-expression, what you're wanting to express, how you're wanting to express it. It may come out as a roar or yeah, might come out as a roar. Resin. It's like a big pentacle. When I see this card, though, there is a need to break into an eternal love that has been frozen in time over lifetimes. It's been preserved each time, like a soul that has all of these different experiences, but the main one that they take with them was the love. Like that was the one that they grew from the most here. And that love is represented metaphorically as being in resin, preserved over lifetimes. And now there's a hunger to break into that eternal love that has been stored for you. And it can have to do with like the mother lode, experiencing wealth in many different ways. And wanting to experience that, having something like pulling you towards wanting to experience that because you deserve it, or because you know that it can be part of your experience. Rotation. Oh, alchemical wedding. Alchemical wedding, and then rotation. Round and round and round. Is this about a pattern? Well, this is interesting, okay, because I have this card, and then I have this card. That's interesting. 10. Number 50. Atomic number 50. The reason I'm actually even saying that is because fives are associated with change and adaptability and sometimes conflict of going round and round, right? And so there needs to be like a different way. But here's something kind of neat too. Something that you've been doing over lifetimes to attain. 10 as a metal has a metal property of being highly crystalline. Okay, and so there is a message of the alchemical wedding, the divine masculine, divine feminine energies, the kundalini energy flowing magnificently, maybe feeling uncomfortable is what I'm thinking with this darkness, is that there's this stage or process of breaking into this, what has been preserved over lifetimes. And you could be feeling, I mean, this could be like ascension symptoms. You could be feeling different things with this. Different things. You could be feeling heavy things. You could be actually having physical ailments or things that have something to do more so with the energy than it does an actual identifying something. Of course, you know, get everything checked out that you need to get checked out. But the 10 card suggests to me that there's this spiritual growth speeding up, and it might feel like being in a darkening period. It may feel almost like when you have to pull back on a bow and arrow in order for it to have enough force to go forward and actually penetrate what your target is. It feels like there's a pressure or a recoiling of energy because of it getting ready to slingshot, and it could be causing some kind of different issues. So I think that not only is the 10 card about being adaptable, but I think it goes with this rotation as being something that you're doing, that you've been doing for a while and been trying to complete this, or like you've got perfection. And because look at the colors too, it's leading to this crystalline structure. Huh. Time to pop out of the birdcage. It was funny. Last time I did a collective reading and the birdcage came out, I was sitting in another room looking at this TV that's just playing some kind of movie in the background, but I'm uploading, right? So I got my headphones on. I'm listening to music too, probably at the same time. And I look at the screen. It's an old Western, and there's a birdcage. Looked just like it too. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Breaking free from the birdcage. Scuba diver, going within, observation, 0 point self-examination. By the way, this card means you're going to be celebrating. I know I didn't really say that, but yeah, you'll be celebrating this. See, a desire to know. That's interesting. It's how we started our. That's how we started the whole reading. Desire to know. Yeah. When was your desire to know? What was it about? How was it about? At this time, the situation is in a state of flux. Anything can happen because things are changing. Yeah, person of earth. I said that looked like a big pentacle. I think that you're getting groundedness and this, it could be desire to have, like I said, this wealth in many forms. This card says the provider, the caretaker, grounded, secure, stubborn, nurturing, classy, stable, prosperous, materialistic, possessive, dependable. Manager, business owner, banking, CEO. And then fortress, fortitude, staying power. Aloof, prepared, backbone, endure, lasting, ready for anything. Determined, unbreakable, true grit, what it takes. And I have a timing card. Changing, and it says within a few weeks. Oh. The situation or event in question will develop or unfold in a matter of weeks, it says. Could have felt like something wasn't going anywhere for a while with the winter card being out here. I felt like something was like an impasse, a stalemate. Truce, surrender, giving in, come to terms, suspend, lull, de-escalate, make amends, peace offering, winding down, halt, reprieve, ceasefire, treaty, agree to disagree. Corset, held together, boundaries, restriction, prim and proper, following rules, structured, button up, perfect posture, holding it together, support, shape shifter, and people pleaser. So what that might be the thing that's changing. That one wanted to come out in the beginning. Poor health, dis-ease, headache, illness, unpleasant, crisis, emergency, body signal, needing self-care. Underlying conditions, something's off, but what's changing here? Empty nest, moving on. No one home, cycle completion, the void, vacant, separation, making adjustments, lonely, new life, and graduating. This is what we're coming out of, is a time where we felt like we're on a fish hook, like there was nothing that we could do. Maybe it was this energy also being kind of pushed down by the heaviness of what was going on around you. That can make you feel stifled. Great catch. Luck, prosperity, resourcefulness, abundance, and it does say multiplication factor. Well, we also have the Knight. Confident, heroic, messenger, fearless, assertive, passionate, fighting spirit, preserving, chivalry, honor, determined, obeying orders, brave, daring, strong, champion of a cause. Okay, so there's something about this cycle completion at the moment where we're having to look or to solve an underlying condition first before this cycle is complete. That can mean many different things, but it's about probably going within and fixing that underlying so that, well, the main difference between people that are always seeking outside themselves for their truth is that They'll always be seeking for something that needs replenished all the time or replaced or is temporary, versus when you're finding something inside yourself. Well, it's your personal bank, at least while you're in this avatar. Yeah. Okay, what is likely, though, is that you're the Phoenix rising. And that is happening now. Look at all those fives. And then flag is on the bottom. That came out in your, that literally came out in the collective read yesterday, was the two knights, the flags. I think it was the front collective read. So I have Phoenix, transformation, eternal soul, renew, resurrection, a rebirth, destroy, rising from the ashes, emerge, new era, alchemy, transmutation, ascension. The end is just the beginning. Oh, and if it's your birthday today, happy birthday, because I know that somebody in the collective's birthday was coming up. So, and if it's been here or the last couple of days, then happy birthday to you. Sorry, that's just something I wanted to say in the very beginning, but I forgot. Okay, so let's do some of these oracles. You are the Phoenix rising. Don't worry, it's okay. This could also be this energy rising within you, causing some issues or discomfort, but you know, something that you're going to get used to. Gratitude. Everything will be all right. Fairies dance in your delight, as it just changes things within you. Challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts and approach softly to avoid making matters worse. Difficult times and challenges. Okay, they're really acknowledging that. Be on your guard against chaos, as unforeseen perils or emotional upheaval are foretold. Purging, perhaps? Purging of things that were repressed. Purging. Could feel quite uncomfortable, or you can make it as comfortable for yourself as you possibly can. Creative. Life is a canvas for you to use, paint all the happy moods. And then personal riches. Small successes are likely now, and bigger ones are on the way. And that does say that is what is changing here. Romance. The love is set to sizzle. A chance for romance is high for those seeking a connection. Nine, 9, and 0, 0. Oh, wow. That's what's transforming. It's the tower-like transformation. 16. You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have an ability to read into other people's feelings. And there's your ascension. A wisdom seeker. Your angels are asking you to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. Yeah. I am perceptive. Ascension. This is ascension symptoms. For some, this is really ascension symptoms. For most, I would say, watching this. 17, the quality of work when you produce, when you're going at it alone, is almost unbelievable. You're as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. I am independent. So I'm going to leave it there. And also, if you would like a private reading, I have 3 different prices. That's in the description box below. That does keep the channel going, guys. And thank you for those who have reached out. You can support the channel by giving a like and subscribing, coming back for your next reading. So until next time, love and light. Bye.